Hello, hello, hello. It is me, your True Heel Phenom SP3. We are back again with another 2023 year-end list. This time it's a big one. The 2023 Women's Wrestlers of the Year. So, of course, I am joined by our Women of the Year of 2023 on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. She's the princess of all the True Heels, Miss Chrissy Love. How are
What's
you
going
doing?
on? I'm good. How are you, SP? What's going on? Happy to be here.
Happy to be here. Happy New Year to everyone
Yeah.
watching. We are now in 2024, but we're giving you some love 2023. We won't forget you 2023. So that's why we're here with the True Heel Heats 2023 Best Women's Wrestlers of the Year. Miss Chrissy Love, now more than ever, you keep an eye on women's wrestling with serving face and heels. So
Yes.
overall thoughts on women's wrestling throughout the last 12 months.
Had its highs and lows, but thankfully for certain companies, we are evolving and doing great things. I just hope that things will get better and bigger for 2024.
Always about getting better and bigger, always about progressing in this world of professional wrestling, and especially for the women of professional wrestling because they work so hard to get
Yeah.
not as much of the opportunities that the men performers often do,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we've seen a lot of changes in the last couple of years, and
Right.
whether it be promotions that sometimes don't always put focus on women's wrestling. We've seen over the last 12 months more stories being told, more opportunities being had, and more stars being born in women's
Yes.
wrestling, which is always nice to see.
Definitely. Let's see what 2024 brings out of these new women that's going to come out.
But of course, we got to celebrate the women that were great in 2023 first here. So let us know if you're watching. Of course, we appreciate y'all for watching us. If you're watching it on the premiere, watching it on demand, we appreciate all the love and support. Show that appreciation back the simplest way possible. Drop the thumbs up on this video. Share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you're new to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. And of course, sound off in the comments section and let us know who you think is the women's wrestler of the year. Give us your top 5, your top 10, however many women's wrestlers you want to highlight from 2023. Let us know in the comments. But of course, first, we got to talk about the honorable mentions, the,
Mm.
the the ladies that just missed off of our list with just a few points off, just a notch. We got first up here, we got Mercedes Monet, who is a very interesting person
Oh.
who got about 3 nominations from the nominees that we got, which was from our team here at the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, as well as a couple of our friends from around the wrestling world, the wrestling media world, the community. So Mercedes Monet had a great first 5 months, going over to New Japan Pro Wrestling, going to Stardom, winning the IWGP Women's Championship. New Japan was just so happy with the success of Wrestle Kingdom with her
Yes.
debut when
Hmm.
it led to subscriptions being up on New Japan World. She sold out Battle in the Valley, or led to increased ticket sales for Resurgence. They created the New Japan Strong Women's Championship for her. And then in the finals, she gets injured. Willow Nightingale beats her, and she's been out ever since. I think that Mercedes Monet's 2023 is the biggest what if.
Yes. We all had high hopes for her. We were all excited. She said she was going to leave. Well, she had left, and we all knew that this was going to be like her year, and then that happened. So hopefully, fingers crossed, 2024 is her year.
I hope so. 2024. Please, 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 Mercedes, please. We want to see you shine. We want to see you shine. So we got some late additions here, but a person that got 1 nominee, but it was a first place vote. And they recently won their first big championship as well. So got to show them love with an honorable mention. Micah. Micah, who just won the World of Stardom Championship. She's had a kind of a elevation year where 1 year
Nice.
ago she was a tag team with Himeka.
Mm.
Himeka decides to retire at All Star Grand Queendom. They have a great hard hitting matchup there for her retirement. And then ever since then, Micah has kind of been on the verge of greatness. She had kind of was the MVP of the 5-star Grand Prix for Stardom, went to the finals with Suzuki and arguably the Stardom match of the year, losing to
Mm.
Suzuki, but then got her revenge over Suzuki by beating her for the World of Stardom Championship at Dream Queendom on December 29th. So Micah definitely had to show some love, and also show some love to Suzuki, who got one nominee, but it was a second place vote, so they got 4 points overall. Suzuki, only 21 years old, kind of
Wow.
has been the breakout star of Stardom throughout 2023. She had a great match earlier in the year with Giulia,
Hmm.
became a free agent and came over to Stardom, and has kind of been shuffling between different factions that have been wanting to bring her in, has led the charge for the new generation against the current kind of pillars of Stardom as well. So definitely show some love to Micah and Suzuki, the friend of the future of Stardom right there.
Yes. Can't wait to see more of what happens for her. And she just won that tournament, so let's see what she does. And she's only, you said, 21.
21, Suzuki, winning the 5-star
She's a
Grand Prix,
baby.
the youngest person to win the or one of the youngest to win the 5-star Grand Prix, Suzuki. So congrats to her. But let's get into the top 10 here. Coming in at number 10 with 5 points, so matching what Micah got, but this was on 2 nominations instead of one, just slightly getting the edge. We're going to get the edge on the number of nominees over getting a first place vote, even though, I don't know, it's debatable. So you could say what 10A, 10B for Micah. But coming in at number 10 with 5 points on 2 nominees, it is the former Raw Women's Champion, Bianca
Ooh.
Belair. Bianca Belair came into 2023 as the Raw Women's Champion and went on to set the record for the longest Women's Championship reign of the modern era. She had a great match with Asuka at WrestleMania 39, had an even better match with Io Sky at
That's
Backlash in
right.
Puerto
Yes.
Rico,
Hmm.
held on to the title until Night of Champions, where she dropped it to Asuka. She was involved in the champion scene after that, winning back the gold at SummerSlam before Io Sky cashed in Money in the Bank. And she's
Hmm.
been having to deal with Damage Control ever
Ever.
since then, but picked up the victory in War Games over Damage Control in the team that she led with Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Shotzi. So a interesting year for Bianca Belair. I would say it's definitely a step down from where she was last year, where I believe she was number one on our list. So to go
I
from
think yeah. But I mean,
number one to number 10, that is a big drop, but still making it on the list for everything she accomplished in the first half of the year. What did you think about Bianca Belair in 2023?
still not bad. You're still in the top 10. Like, you still you had a successful year. You had a lot to do, and then you were gone for a few months too. So she, you know, she was out there. Like, and I'm happy that she at least made the list. It's a big jump from 1 to 10, but still you're on the list. But again, you keep in like how they had her in the storylines and how they written her in, and then she was out for a while. So she had a great year. I think still made it.
Exactly.
You got that.
Still,
Her best match was with at Backlash. So
yeah,
yeah.
most definitely the Io Sky match. That I really feel like that Io Sky match propelled Io into a big year the rest of the
Hmm.
year. So she helped someone else, elevated the talent she was in the ring with, had great matches, was a top star for WWE. So Bianca Belair, worthy of being on our list here. But we gotta move on to number 9, Miss Krssi Love, coming in at number 9, also with 2 nominations, but with 7 points overall. So some high votes from those nominees. you have the former
Yay!
NJPW Strong Women's Champion, Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale, the underdog baby face we never knew we wanted, but we love her for it. The theme song that just makes you so happy and joyful. The best smile in the business today, Willow Nightingale. Willow has had some great matches throughout the year, early in the year on ROH TV against Athena, which really kind of started a big year for both women.
Yeah.
That rivalry continued throughout the year where they became the first women to main event a Ring of Honor pay-per-view at Death Before Dishonor in a fantastic matchup there. She defeated Mercedes Mone to become the first ever NJPW Strong Women's Champion before losing the title in Japan on Independence Day against Giulia. She's been in the ring with a who's who of talent, whether
Yes.
it be timeless Toni Storm, whether it be Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker, Saraya, Willow Nightingale. What a year! But I honestly feel like Willow should be much higher, and if
I,
it wasn't for her booking in AEW, I think she would be.
I just was about to say I think she deserves to be higher than number 9, but we love Willow. We are Willow stan here on this channel for sure. Ever since we've seen her, I seen her at World's End, and it was just amazing. Just so happy for what she's been doing, and I'm excited for 2024 for her. Hopefully, they book her better.
And also, Jimmy Macaram is the number one Willow Nightingale fan for all the wrong reasons. Yes.
Okay, we understand.
Coming in at number 8, we got another one with 7 points, but this one was with 3 nominations, which gives it just the notch over Willow Nightingale. From Impact Wrestling, former Impact Wrestling Knockouts World Champion Deonna Perazzo. Deonna
Nice.
Perazzo came into the year kind of trying to find her spot in the knockouts division with you had Mickey James mixing it up with Jordan Grace at the last rodeo, but somehow some way when Impact needed someone to step up in their knockouts division, it was Deonna Perazzo
Yep.
who they called on when Mickey James went out with injury and they needed to crown a new knockouts world champion at Rebellion. It was Deonna Perazzo who defeated Jordan Grace in the main event to become the new champion. She went on to defeat Jordan Grace again at Under Siege, but they were under siege for one reason, because Trinity had arrived in Impact Wrestling. Deonna Perazzo went on to feud with Trinity, losing the title to her at Slammiversary before losing another rematch the month later. But she has stayed in the mix, stayed consistent,
Yes.
one of the more reliable and faces of the knockouts division over the last couple of years. And it comes at an interesting time for her. We're talking about her here on this list because we are filming this on December 31st, and on January 1st, Deonna Perazzo is a free
Free
agent.
agent. Where's she gonna go? Go, 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 go.
Maybe back to the E, maybe back with TNA, maybe the AEW. Who knows?
Ooh, who knows? Who knows? I'm excited for her 2024. But she has been the face of Impact this year. Bravo to her. Again, another person I'm surprised is not higher.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. Well, I'm not too surprised because there was one other person from Impact Wrestling who made our list here, and they come in at number 7. Coming in
Trinity.
at number 7 with 7 points overall. They did it on 2 nominations, so 1 less than Deonna Perazzo, but they get the edge over Deonna and Willow Nightingale because they got 1 first place vote.
What?
The current Impact Knockouts World Champion, Trinity. Trinity,
What?
after a lot of hype and speculation, came into Impact Wrestling to the surprise of many, debuting in April, and really got a lot of buzz and eyes
Mm-hmm.
over to Impact Wrestling once again. She comes in, she immediately defeats Deonna Purrazzo to become the Impact Knockout World Champion, and she has really formed herself into feeling like one of the faces of the Knockouts.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't even feel like she's a WWE superstar that has come over to Impact Wrestling. She has really kind of reshaped her image and her reputation,
Yes,
and
yes.
it's really just kind of feels like she has elevated her legacy from what she accomplished in WWE, which was a lot. She feels like she has done even more in a short amount of time in Impact Wrestling heading into 2024, where she will defend the TNA Knockouts World
Mm-hmm.
Championship against Jordynne Grace at Hard to Kill. But what do you think about Trinity, who took the chance, bet on herself going to Impact Wrestling, and it really paid off for her?
One of the people that are on this list, I'm very, very proud of, like taking a chance on yourself, knowing your worth, and be like, you know what, I know it's like starting a new job. You know, you're comfortable somewhere, but you want to go somewhere else where you know that you're gonna be elevated and be like where you can shine. And I think that's what she did. She's like, you know what, I know my worth, and I know I can shine somewhere else. Let me do that. I'm gonna bet on me and let me do myself. You know, I'm gonna miss my husband and miss all the people that I work with, but it's time for me to go and do my thing. And she's been doing her thing, and very, very proud of her. And I think she's getting better as she wrestles.
It's very true. Very true. I mean, Trinity it's great. It's one person in the industry that it seems like everyone is happy for
Right.
her success.
Yes.
So you love to see someone like that. And what she went through at WWE on the way out, it was too much. And I'm just happy that she's in a great place right now.
Correct. Absolutely. I agree 100%.
Now we go to number 6.
Six, six, six,
Coming in at number 6, this will surprise Miss Chrissy Love because we actually got another nomination like right before I read number 10, which changed 5 and 6 again right before we got into the actual countdown here. So coming in at number 6 on 4 nominations, including one first place vote. I'll let you guess who from the True Hill Heat voted first place for this one. It is Becky Lynch with 14 points
Wow.
overall. Becky Lynch came into 2023 embroiled in a feud with Bayley and Damage Control, where she would recruit some help from some Hall of Famers in the form of Lita and Trish Stratus. That led to them picking up a win over Damage Control at WrestleMania 39. But Trish Stratus's jealousy for Becky Lynch kind of sprout out from there and grew and rotted within a week of that all
Right.
transpiring. And Trish turned on Becky Lynch after they lost the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships that she won with Lita over Damage Control earlier in the year. She lost those with Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus turned on her. This led to a months-long rivalry between the two legends, with Zoe Stark getting involved, and the blow-off was fantastic at Payback inside of a steel cage. From there, Becky Lynch won the NXT Women's Championship and really, once again, showed the world why she's a draw. She
Mm-hmm.
rose the ratings of NXT to the point that it was competing with AEW Dynamite ratings. And then when they went head to head, beat them in the ratings. So Becky led the charge as far as a main roster star, a main roster top star, going
Yeah.
over to NXT and making a difference over there for the ratings that got them their new TV deal. And she had a hell of a run with it with just 1 month over in NXT as the women's champion before dropping the title to Lyra Valkyria. And then she was involved in the War Games matchup at Survivor Series, picking up the win with Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, and Shotzi over Damage Control. So,
Good
hey, Becky
year. I
once
mean,
again was like, I'm a top star, just making the point known.
put her in, coach. She's always ready for a hot tag. That's what I feel like. That's what Becky Lynch is now. She's the person that is loyal to a fault, and they will call her and like say, "Hey, we need you to go in. We need you to fill in." That's Becky Lynch now. I feel like I think she's done everything, and now she's like where you can just call her and say, "Hey, we need you to fill in." And she doesn't mind doing it. And she did great on NXT. She brought people watching NXT. The steel cage match she had with Trish was great. So yeah.
Yeah, she had great matches. We didn't even mention the Tiffany Stratton match at
Yes,
Extreme
yes.
Rules, which
She broke out Tiffany. Yes. She made
many
Tiffany look
people was
great.
like an NXT match of the year right there. So
Yes.
yeah, elevated Tiffany, elevated Lyra. So
Yes.
yeah, great work by Becky in 2023. A very underrated
Yes.
2023 for her. Coming in at number 5, we're entering the top 5 now. Coming in at number 5, it made the leap thanks to our good friend Scott E. Wrestling, who put in a last place vote. But coming in here with 6 nominations and 15 points overall, it is the current NJPW Strong Women's Champion, Giulia. Giulia came into 2023 as the current World of Stardom champion, having some great matches early on in the year against Suzu Suzuki. She tore it up against various women on independent scene and in tag team matches before losing the World of Stardom championship to Tam Nakano at All-Star Grand Queendom. But she did not let that slow her down. She went on to win the Artists of Stardom championship, their trios championship over in Stardom with Donna Del Mondo. She went on to win the NJPW Strong Women's Championship from Willow Nightingale in July at Independence Day for New Japan Pro Wrestling, holding on to that title and making really that title established.
Yeah.
Defending the title 8 times in a matter of 5 months, just really making it a workhorse championship and honestly building the prestige higher than the IWGP Women's Championship, which was supposed to be the Women's Championship that was shared between NJPW and Stardom. Giulia has risen the Strong Championship to be at a higher prestige than that one. That shows you just how much of a workhorse champion she has been. And she has been a star, a draw, to the point that WWE has made it no secret they are looking to bring Giulia over when her contract expires in March of 2024. What do you think about Giulia's 2023? And do you think we love Giulia over in WWE?
I'm excited of the year that she had. I'm excited for her 2024. I'm just afraid of her if she comes to WWE, because she's not going to be able to do the wrestling that she's used to. Like I was telling someone the other day, like, people have to understand they're more about entertaining than wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fine and all if you want to entertain people, but if you want to wrestle and do the type of different matches, that's not the place that you need to go. Yes, they have the money, and maybe you could do that for a few years or so. But other than that, you have to understand what they're asking for. If she goes, I hope that she puts it in writing and say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. But other than that, shout out to her for a great year and putting more eyes on Stardom. Me being one of those people. So yeah.
Yeah, brought eyes to Stardom. She says she still has more things to accomplish in Japan, so we shall see what transpires in 2024. Coming in at number 4, though, someone who's no stranger to Stardom, no stranger to Giulia, not with 9 nominations, 21 points overall. We have the current WWE Women's Champion, Io Sky, Miss Money in the Bank. Io Sky had a huge year, starting off the year with Damage Control. She was WWE Women's Tag Team Champion before losing those to Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. I mean, no, Becky Lynch and Lita, excuse me.
I'm about to say.
I was like, Becky and Trish only lost the title. Becky Lynch and Lita. Then from there, she had the big matchup at Backlash with Bianca Belair, which really almost stole the show there if it wasn't for a Bad Bunny. But That
Right.
really kind of propelled her
A
to the
bad
rest of
bunny.
the year, where she won the next month Money in the Bank in a fantastic women's Money in the Bank ladder match with a great ending where she handcuffed Becky and Bailey together and climbed over them to retrieve the briefcase. And she did not wait long, just a month later at SummerSlam, where she cashed in Money in the Bank on Bianca Belair to win the WWE Women's Championship. And she has held the title ever since then, had great matches with the likes of Charlotte Flair, with the likes of Bianca Belair, with the likes of Asuka. Io Sky has not missed. She has really formed herself to feel more like the leader of Damage Control, even
Yes.
above Bailey, even though Bailey is the mouthpiece of the
Mhm.
group.
Mhm.
Io feels like the one that has accomplished the most. So she feels like the leader there for that. And on this list, she's the highest person on this list without a first place vote.
Really interesting. And she is actually very surprising that she is so high. I mean, there's other ladies that's on this list that should be before her. I feel like.
I wouldn't say that because I forgot to say the one big thing that I feel like makes her spot on this list make the whole world sense. I feel
Mhm.
like out of everybody, she's the one that proved herself as a draw this year. Because you remember that
Oh,
stretch early
yeah.
on in her title run when
Mhm.
they kept giving her TV title matches, the Charlotte match, the Asuka match, they did big ratings. They were the
Yeah.
only ones where the ratings went up for the matchup. So,
Yes, that's
so
true.
Io
You're right.
Sky prove to WWE brass that not only is she a great wrestler, not only can she deliver in the ring, she's gonna draw eyes as well.
Okay, that's you're right. You are right, friend. You make points when you are right. So yes, I agree. Um, she definitely has proven herself as one of those people that can be a main eventer, and she can do it like she can do it on her own. She made Money in the Bank. She did these great matches consistently, and she's been consistent from beginning to end. So I guess that's why she's in this spot.
Yes, well deserving. Congratulations to Io Sky. And now we're in the top three. Coming in at number 3 with 27 points overall. So 6 above Io with 2 first place votes on 9 nominations overall. We have the current WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is one of the biggest stars in WWE today, and a lot of that comes down to everything she has done in 2023, kicking off the year, winning the Women's Royal Rumble matchup, not only winning it, but setting the record, coming in, starting the match, and then finishing it, going the whole hour to win that big accomplishment, and then had one of the greatest women's matches in WWE history against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39, and she has really been the undeniable top woman star of
Yeah,
WWE ever since then.
yeah,
Mixing it up with Judgment Day, really the leader of Judgment Day, which is basically the 1B stable behind Bloodline. So she's the 1B behind Roman Reigns, which
yep,
says a whole lot. Mixing it up with the men's division, the Judgment Day storyline and her dynamic with Damian Priest and the power struggle for who is the leader has been
right.
some of the most entertaining television for WWE this year. Rhea Ripley has not too much delivered in the ring, but she hasn't been given too many
She
opportunities.
needs right, right,
She had a very good matchup with Natalia on Raw television. She has victories over Zoe Stark, Raquel Rodriguez. She won a fatal 5-way at Crown Jewel. She has defended the title. She has been in the ring. She had the memorable matchup with Selena Vega at Backlash, but it hasn't been too many great matches after the Charlotte Flair matchup. This is more for the star power, the drawing power, the character, the
yeah,
entertainment factor. That's why Rhea Ripley makes it this high. What did you think about
yeah.
her 2023?
I think it's more her character has evolved and done so much than the in ring person. Being the leader of the Judgment Day, getting the guys, rallying them up, going toe to toe with other guys too, uh, helping elevate Dom. I think that's what
Yeah.
brought her here. I think her character has evolved her and brought her to this point of everything. So I mean, I'm not mad at her position of this thing. Well deserved.
Well deserved, Rhea Ripley. If this was just WWE, she would definitely be the number one on our list for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Coming in at number 2 with 41 points overall. So we're going up. We got a huge jump from 27 points for Rhea Ripley to 41 points for number 2 here on only one first place vote, but 11 out of our 15 nominations voted for this young lady, the current AEW Women's World Champion, timeless Toni
Toni
Storm.
Storm. How
Timeless Toni
dare
Storm
you?
went through some changes throughout 2023. She came into 2023 still kind of in her punk rock phase, as she was kind of a secondary part of the Saraya feuding with Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. She got involved in that rivalry, which transformed into the Outcast, where Toni aligned with Saraya and Ruby Soho to take out the AEW Originals. And this led to Toni Storm winning the AEW Women's World Championship from Jamie Hayter at Double or Nothing, holding on to the title until August, when she lost the title to Hikaru Shida at Dynamite 200, which led to a total breakdown in the mind of Toni Storm. She became a starlet from the 1930s, and she has totally become one of the best characters in all of professional wrestling, with the black and white screen, with the backstage segments, with the comedy, with the chin
Yes.
up, the tits out, and watch for the shoe.
shoe.
And of course, Toni Storm would go on to regain the AEW Women's World Championship at Full Gear from Hikaru Shida before successfully retaining the title against Sky Blue and Rio. But this is mostly not for the matches. This is for the entertainment, the
Payment and
promo
character.
work,
Yep.
the character work. This is another one where this is strictly for character and mic work.
Yes, another one, just like Rhea, they didn't do much in ring, but as far as character is concerned, evolving and changing and showing the dynamics of what they can do, this is what she did. And she's one of the best stars of the year that has evolved and changed, and we're just all for it.
We all love it. We all love timeless Toni Storm. We all would vote for her in the Oscars.
Yep, absolutely.
We love you, Toni. But that brings us finally to the end of our list. And number 1, before that, did you have any other women that you wanted to mention from their great 2023 that we weren't able to mention in our honorable mentions or the rest of our list?
No, I think we've got everybody that deserves to be here. I think we've covered everyone on the basis that that should be here.
I'm going to show some love to a few people. I will show some love to Giulia Hart, who is one of the most improved players of 2023. Yeah, she was just spectacular. Chris Statlander had a great year, coming back from injury, winning the TBS championship, having a solid reign with the title, where she beat Britt Baker and Jade Cargill back to back and main evented both shows on Collision and Rampage, and really kind of made the TBS championship something for Giulia Hart to get
take
from
over.
her.
Yes.
So I got to show love to those two, those young.
I'm not mad at it. I approve. I approve that. That's good. Yes.
But finally, it is time for number 1.
Number one.
Coming in at number 1 with 50 points overall on 12 nominations. Chrissy Love, 8 of them first place votes.
What?
We have the current Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, Athena. Athena came into 2023 as the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion. She was defending the title and wrestling mostly on AEW Dark and Elevation. But once Ring of Honor television started, it became the Athena show
Yep.
almost immediately. About a
Yes.
month into the show, she had a banger of a matchup against Willow Nightingale that really kind of set her on the path to just jet and just had everybody's best matches, whether it was Sky Blue, whether it was Lady Frost, Kira Hogan in a Chicago street fight, Mercedes Martinez in a rematch from her losing the title at Final Battle. They tore it up there. Billy Starks, and that became an interesting one. Athena defeats Billy Starks at Forbidden Door in June, and that sparks one of the best women's storylines of 2023 as Athena recruited Billy to become her minion.
Yep.
And she trained Billy and Lexi Nair, the backstage interviewer, to become a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more evil, a little bit more like despicable, oh me, Athena. And it became some of the best television you could find from any Tony Khan promotion, not just Ring of Honor, not just AEW, anything Tony Khan owns. It was one of the
One of the best things.
one of the best women storylines Tony Khan promotion has ever done is
So
Billy Starks and Athena, and it led to a great matchup at Final Battle with Athena beating Billy Starks to continue her reign. And I mean, whether it was in the ring, whether it was becoming the face of an entire company
Yep.
and making people watch Ring of Honor when there is no other reason to watch Ring of Honor besides her, I think Athena is well deserving. I think it really says a lot because you could say someone like Rhea Ripley, more people saw her year. Yeah,
Right.
for
Right.
sure. For
Right.
sure, more people saw her year, and she had a great year on the platform of the number one biggest wrestling promotion out there. But I think it says a lot that the people on our team, the people that we're friends with, 15 nominations that we got, 12 of them had Athena and
At
8
number one.
first place votes for a promotion that not many people are seeing. It says a lot about Athena's 2023. I know you were one of the first place votes. Why did you vote for Athena?
Because she's just deserving. Like, it's just another person that has become and evolved and became a gem once they left WWE and is showcasing their wrestling style. Yes, not many people have access to see ROH, but she is a part of one of the best storylines for the year. Tony Khan has the capability of doing good stories. He just doesn't do it on the other shows. He just does it on ROH. Don't know why, but yeah, I chose her because she's consistently been doing the things and has been outshining and just been blossoming this whole year.
100%. This was the best year of Athena's career. She
Yes.
really shined and showed that she could be a leader of
Yes.
the locker room, a leader on screen, and just really elevated, whether it was like Layla Hirsch or like there was numerous women that went down to Ring of Honor, had a match with Athena, and they could call it their best match that they ever had. And that said something and that made people watch. And then to accomplish the accomplishment of becoming the first woman to main event a Ring of Honor pay-per-view, and then to do it again at Final Battle with someone who's 18 years old, who you elevated, and we've seen so much growth and improvement from Billy Starks as well. She's checked all the boxes, in my opinion. She's proven herself that she can get people to watch the show just because of her. That's a draw.
Yep.
She proved herself in the ring with great matches. She proved herself on the mic. She's proven herself as a character. She's elevated other people. That's a wrestler of the year.
I agree. Totally agree. Absolutely. And deserving of this spot. She's done all of those things, and that's why she's number one in our book.
Athena, we are proud minions. We're going to get our minions shirt and we're going to rep you well, sister. We are proud to call Athena True Hill Heat's best women's wrestler of 2023.
If we had
Chrissy
sound
Love,
effects, we'd have clapping.
Chrissy Love, let the people know where they can follow you on social media. And of course, thank you for joining me for this year-end list. I'm sure you will be back with me for 2024.
Absolutely. But you guys, you can follow me on IG, Twitter, and on Facebook, Krssi Love _1, True Hill Krssi Love, and just my plain name, which is Crystal Lynch. Call me to fill in. I am available on Know Your Role. I've been on their show this year, and I'm sure I'll be on their show next year. So yeah, just hit me up if you want to talk to me. I'll be on one of your shows.
There you go. Check out bodyslam.net YouTube channel for Stephanie Hypes over there. And you can follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHeelSP3. Follow the gang, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at True Heel Heat. Patreon.com/True Heel Heat. $3 a month gets you exclusive content, the True Heel Heat Prediction Championship, plus much, much more. And get your merchandise at ProWrestlingTees.com/True Heels, as well as ForYourWear.com/True-Heel-Heat. And check out all the great content right here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel, like the Flagship podcast with myself and Miss Krssi Love, breaking
Yeah.
down this week in wrestling with that big Mercedes Mone WWE talks, falling apart news, as well as the Chris Jericho allegations.
Yeah.
Oof,
Oof.
oof, oof, oof. Uh, Also, check out our AEW World's End review, where me and the True Jaw Josh broke down the last pay-per-view of 2023 from All Elite Wrestling. And me and Krssi Love will be back with you live next Saturday, January 6th, the first True Heel Heat flagship podcast of the new year. And we will bring the 7th annual True Heel Heat year-end awards, where we will read what you voted on for all the awards for 2023.
Yep.
Krssi Love, I will see you then. I will see you all then. Remember to drop the thumbs up, comment down below, and give us your list for the best women's wrestlers of
Absolutely.
2023. And
Can't wait to
share
see
this
'em.
video with your wrestling fans and hit that subscribe button. But for Krssi Love, it is me, your True Heel Phenom SP3. This has been True Heel Heat's best women's wrestlers of 2023. We are signing off until next time.
Laters.